Okay, so now we are live on YouTube. And my name is Yasmin. I'm 21 years old and I live in São Paulo. Today I'm guiding this conversation, and it's important to remember to you that TNT is a safe place to practice your speaking skills. So if you want to practice French, English, Spanish, Italian, you can. We are not here to judge you, but to help you. And today we'll talk about emotional distance. But first, we need to introduce ourselves. So, Gabriel, can you tell us who are you? What do you like to do?
Okay, I'm Gabriel Quirino. I'm 25 years old. I live in Morro da Fumaça, a small city of Santa Catarina. And I study English around 1 year, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm married. I work as a fireman, firefighter, I don't know. And I have a second job, like a machine operator in a business family. And I like play football, eat pizza, watch movies. I think that's it about me.
Yeah, and what kind of movie do you like?
Or
Yeah, very good. That's nice. And you, Jefferson?
Hello guys, I'm Jefferson. I'm living in Goiânia, Goiás. It's near Brasilia. I'm a professor. What I like to do all the time, reading, writing. I love this. I love movies. I love good movies, cultural movies about documentaries, something like this. What else? I love to listen music. I was listening jazz right now. I love to listen jazz. What else? I love to play soccer. Tomorrow I'm gonna play soccer a long time. Yeah, with a lot of good friends. And just to finish, I love to play cards with my wife and friends. Playing cards, drinking beer, and listening good music.
Yeah, very good. Thanks for sharing about you, Jefferson. And what about you, Charles? Who are you? What do you like to do?
At first, let me say there looks like a bad life, this life of Jefferson. Drink beer, play cards, listen uh, uh sorry, soul music, jazz, soul music. Yeah, that's it. My name is
Oh,
Charles.
jazz.
Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry,
jazz
Jeff.
music. I love jazz. I love.
Oh man, looks like a good life. My top one dream. Um, my my name is in the I I I really like the place that Gabriel Quirino live, the Smoke Hill. Yeah, that's it. Smoke Hill. My name is Charles, a crown guy from TNT, palhaço here. 43 years old, from Brasília, capital of Brazil. Nowadays, I live in Tabor, a small town, countryside of Alberta province, Canada. I'm a guy there, born and raised around the farm, and I enjoy this kind of life outside. But I have one passion, it's fly, and today I cannot do that, but I do this long, through long years on the Amazon, and it's my passion, fly. And my big dream is to be a pilot, only for hobby. That's it, I guess.
Very good. Thank you so much for sharing about you too. And it's a pleasure to have you here. And what about you, Carlos?
Teacher, I'm a public server. I live in Palmas, Tocantins. I work for Universidade Federal de Tocantins. I'm a manager, and I work during the day, and at night I'm studying for my second graduation. I am married, and I like playing musician. I like musician, and I can play piano in the church. Yes, I'm a musician. Keyboardist or keyboard. I forgot the expression. As every Sunday in the church, I play piano, and I like sports. Yes, teacher.
Very good, very good. Nice to know more about you. And what a pleasure to have you here, Bruno. Hello.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. The pleasure is mine. It's always an honor to be with you in the same room. You're a amazing teacher, amazing person. So it's really good to be here with you and with others as well.
Yeah, thank you so much. The same. I could say the same to you. And can you introduce yourself for us? Tell us a little bit. Who are you?
Sure. So my name is Bruno. I'm from Santos City. I am 33 years old. I'm married. I work at a freight forwarder company for almost 10 years, and I'm being a host here as well, on TNT, and it's really good to be part of this team, to practice English with you guys, and I have 2 kids, and I like soccer, I am a Palmeiras supporter, and what else? I think that's all.
Very good, very good. Thanks for sharing about you. And I think now we can start our conversation. So we will talk about emotional distance. And the first question is, do you feel truly connected to the people you care about? Why or why not? So Jefferson, let's start with you.
Yeah, it's really, I connected. I connected people that I care about. I have 2 daughters now, live near Charles in Canada, but in Toronto, so far from Charles. Charles is in the other side of Canada. But I have been there, and it's amazing. I'm very connected with my 2 daughters. We used to talk a lot about so many things, about life, about professional life, about boyfriend, about husbands, about culture, about so many things. And the same with my wife. Now I just live with my wife, and I'm very care about her because of my age. It's changing a lot. After 15 years, every day you have something new, so you must to take care about something that you love. So I used to take care of my wife, and she used to take care of me. So it's very amazing. As I said, every day you have something different, but it's very important. And just to finish, I'm very connected too with I love of professor. I have 2 or 3 professors that I used to talk almost every day. So many things by WhatsApp group, by cell phone, and I think it's very important. That's it to begin.
Yeah, I think like you said about conversation, and I think conversation is a good way to feel connected to people, to share what you think, and to know their opinion too, what they think. And I think it's really nice to talk to people to feel closer. And what about you, Gabriel?
Yeah, I think mainly with my wife and my parents and brothers, I feel most connected with them. But I have a lot of colleagues, co-workers as well, and with these people, I don't feel so connected with them, uh, but so much. Sorry, I feel connected with my parents, my family in general. I think that's it. Question.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I think like sometimes we have a lot of friends, but we don't feel really connected to them. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think,
exactly.
yeah, like sometimes I think we are more connected to a group of people, then we change and we feel more connected to the other group. So I think this is something normal to happen. Yeah. And what about you, Carlos?
Teacher, yes, I feel truly connected to people because I live with my family, my wife and my kids. Yes, I have two sons and my daughter, and I am together then all of the days. Yes, it connected with my family. Cause not no friends, no friends and no co-works because I talk with my co-works only when I am in the work. So connected, truly connected, I am with my family in my house. Yes.
Very good. And I think this is important to, and but what do you keep this connection? Like, how do you keep this? Like, do you do things together? Yeah.
With my family, I'm in,
Yeah, with your family.
yes. I take my family for go out in the city, on the park, and show the TV program, and the other things. All of the weekend, I have the action with my family.
Very good, very good. That's nice. And you, Bruno? Bruno? And
Yeah.
you?
So yeah, while you were talking about it, guys, I was thinking, and what came in my mind was, I believe that we have a lot of different levels of connections, with people. For example, I believe, in my opinion, the strongest connection is with our family at first, because they are our base, right? And yes, I have a strong connection with my family, a true and strong connection, with my wife and daughter, my parents, and my parents-in-law, I each one of these people I love, this person I love so much, because I had some moments in my life that I needed them, and they helped me, you know. And about, I think that Gabriel said something really interesting about co-workers, And in my case, I have been working in the same company for almost 10 years. So uh, a lot of people come and leave, come and go to the company. But one of them is my leader, and she's amazing. She's amazing. She taught me everything that I know, And because of that, I have a strong connection with her. I can say things for her about my personal life because she knows me. She knows my daughter. She knows my kid that is coming. She knows about the pregnancy. And the things that I have passed so far until now. So I I believe that, of course, there are some people that you do not develop that connection because you only see in some place at work or at school, for example. But those that you live some moment with them, for a period of time, I believe that you somehow you will create a connection. Yeah, of course that you, it's hard to compare with your family. I think that it's we cannot compare it with our family because no, we cannot compare it. But of course that you can develop this connection and it can be something good. Yeah,
Yeah.
because people come and go, out of your life, and what remains is the memories, that you have about those people. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah, very good. Yeah, I think it's difficult to compare because like some people feel more connected to friends than family. So I think it
Yeah.
depends on your relationship with your family too.
Yeah.
And you, Charles.
At first, it's good listening you all, guys, but I will follow in the same path of this wise old friend and good guy Jefferson. After you have kids, you create one true and unbroken connection that maybe you it's a unique, I guess, connection, and you will feel only when you have your own kids, and that's it, I guess. I only copy this wise man that I admired so much, and it's a pleasure uh, talking English nowadays with him. And let me say hello to Bruno too. It's we start together, and I remember this young boy when we start. Yeah, it's a pleasure, man.
Yeah.
That's
My
it.
pleasure, my friend. You are
That's it,
amazing.
Yasmin. I spend all the time only share complain no compliments here. That's it. All the time. Compliments for him, for compliments for another. Oh my gosh, that's it.
Yeah, yeah, very good. And thanks for sharing your point of view. And this is something that my mother always say, like what Charlie said, like you only feel like truly connected to someone when you have your own kid. And so I think we can go to the next one that is related to kids. So if you had to explain emotional distance to a kid, what would you say? So, Carlos, what would you say?
Teacher, what should you say? It's a difficult question, but maybe I would talking about and show for them how few other people how how few other people in the TV programs, yes, and comparisons with the life, and I try can teach them about the field. So, for instance, when the people are joy, when the people are happy, when the people are fear, anger, and I can answer you, teacher. You understand what I trying to say?
Yeah, I understood you. Like it's for you, it's more related to feelings, yeah, like how the people are feeling. I couldn't understand. And what about you, Gabriel? If you had to explain emotional distance.
I don't know if I understand this question. Maybe would be about it when a person is so far than you, or maybe break up. I don't know if I understand this question.
It's maybe when you don't feel so connected to someone, maybe someone that you love, but you don't think that you have like an emotional connection, you know?
I understand. For example, a father that don't connect with your kid. That's it. Maybe. Okay. Well, I would try talking this kid is right. Isn't a normal, but I would try. I would speak this kid. It's normal, and like I don't know, Carlos or Charlie is speaking for me. This I would try show this another people with different problems, and maybe I don't know how to say, maybe preencher, fill, I don't know, to the a life of kid with another things, maybe play with kid. If I knew this kid, se eu conhecer essa pessoa, I don't know if you understand me. I think that's it because it's a hard question to me. I don't know a lot this emotional distance.
Yeah, I think maybe I was thinking here to explain to a kid. I think it's something difficult, but maybe we could explain like about friends when you don't feel that your friend like is the same person as they were, and you don't feel that you can share things with them. I think maybe it's a way to explain. Yeah. And
Exactly.
what a,
Thanks.
yeah, and what about you, Charles?
Oh, I anxious for my time because I would like to say I'm a practical guy, and at first I will do something with this kid. I will leave him without eat and drink uh, uh, during one day. Oh, one day. Oh, yeah. During one day, I will leave him without eat and drink water. And in the end of the day, I will ask you what you feel. It's the same empathy. Empathy. No, vazio. That's it. Acho que é empathy. So
Yeah, empty.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
We feel vazio, empathy. We feel sad. We feel like it's a worst feeling that we can feel, I guess. And I can tell that because I feel this not so long. It's 3 months ago, I spent more than 4 months far away from my daughters, and it's so hard to feel that. It's like that. It's like we don't have anything in your stomach and feel hungry, feel sad, feel empty. That's it. A practical
Very
rule.
good. Yeah, very good. And what about you, Jefferson?
I think I follow my friend Charles. I I think it's very important to say to a kid, stay connected with a lot of guys, no matter the kind of guys, stay connected, talk a lot, make a lot of friends, never, what else? I can talk to him to share a lot of values and affection too, that I can talk with them, a lot of values that's important in our society, about the affections with the other guys. I think this is very important too, about emotional distance. What else? Improve your communication. Try to work with your communication the best way. And just to finish, as I said, with share emotional connection with other person. I think it's very important. And stay far away from social media. Only good social media, and take care about social media, because if you haven't matured to work with social media, it will be not so good for you. I was yesterday I was watching a film from South Korea. I don't know the name now, but it's very interesting about the young guys using social media all the time, and at the end, terrible situation. So many things, not so good things. Especially this question, emotion, terrible, because they feel, like Charles said, empathy about a lot of things. If you can imagine a poor guy with social media, a lot of desires, I want to buy this and that and those, and I have no money, so I need to send drugs, something like this. Terrible.
Yeah, very good, very good. And yeah, I have nothing else to say. Thank you. You said everything. And what about you, Bruno?
Yeah, I will follow the same path. I believe, I would say that in life you will have a lot of friends, let's say like this, but in the end you will see that some of them are your really your truly friends, and others no. And you will develop a connection with those that have the same values than you, and these values you will learn from home. So if someone don't like you because the way you talk or you walk or wherever you do, you will learn that that person maybe don't need to be next to you, close to you, and that's okay. We just need to respect each other and go ahead. But there will be others that you will have a strong connection, and these people will be your friends. Basically that's it. Yeah.
Very good, very good. Yeah, and like the next question is about, in your point of view, what situations can lead to this situation, to emotional distance? And I really don't know, maybe problems that we have in life, like sometimes we have a lot of things to do, and we need to be like alone sometimes, so we don't feel like emotional connected to some people. But I think it's something that could happen or not. Like, even if you are like every day talking to someone, or if you talk like just one time at a year, it can happen or not. But let's see about you, Charles.
Oh, thank you for having me first. I already think about that, and to me, our society is sick nowadays, and to me, it's normal. We have emotional distance. Jefferson mentioned about the guys in China, and it's the same in Brazil. I guess social media bring these things for us. Our connection it's more fracas, fracas, weak, I guess. And yeah, nowadays we are more connected with abstract things than real, true things, true friendship. And I think the environment nowadays they bring this emotional distance for us. We feel like we have emotional um, connection, but we don't have. We only have one fictional connection, I guess. It's my point of view, maybe a little bit crazy, but that's it. Um, and to me, I will bring back I will back in this in the last question. I think the only true truly connection, it's with our kids nowadays. That's it.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah, you said like about social media, and I totally agree with you because like on social media we see people publishing things that you can't express your feelings, and because you are too emotional if you do this. So I think we need to express our feelings. We need to show our love to people who will love. And let's see about you, Gabriel. What's your point of view?
Well, I think I understand this question now. And I totally agree with Jefferson saying before and Charlie, I think, Charlie. And and I think the most of us will speak about social media nowadays is unfortunately is bring us not good things, but the people how do you say before can't forgot the word. Que não pode se expressar, can express.
Express, yeah.
Yeah, can express your ideas only for a screen, but so it's more abstract. I think we need to have a contact, a physical contact. I know. I think that it's a hard question to me as well.
Yeah, but very good. Yeah, I think people are getting cold nowadays, but and you, Jefferson.
Oh my gosh. I have a lot of things to do to say, but I will change because Charles and Quirino, they told everything, but let think about infidelity. Infidelity, yeah. When you one partner cheats on the other, so this is, can create can break the trust and to lead to emotional distance. We see with this, it's very not common, but I see this with a lot of guys that divorced, a lot of friends that I have infidelity. I think this is the first one. And the second, difference in values or beliefs. As we passed the last, I think, 4 years and a half in Brazil about Bolsonaro and Lula, different values. and a lot of guys discussions all the time and create emotional distance. Even in family, fights in family, fights with friends, and so on, all of them. Like I struggle when I fight, kill the other, just about this kind of thing. And just to finish, I think the other maybe a past trauma that you have in a long time ago. I see sometimes with students, they have trauma in the past about something, and sometimes they feel unsafe, vulnerable, and they can study at the same way of the other guys. For example, I have two students that had COVID, and terrible. It's a past trauma because they can concentrate it now well with this COVID. So they used to keep distance from a lot of things, and I think it's not so good for them. That's it.
Yeah, very good. And you said like about like politics. I think it really affects, and it can really like help to emotional distance. And what about you, Carlos? What do you think?
Teacher, now it's difficult. It's difficult because the other colleagues said a lot about the situation. And beyond what was really being said by colleagues, I think there are several situations which can bring emotional distance. Yes. At the first, it's important to always be together, the family, or be together the children, for instance. So the people that leave the family to stay on social media all the time, it's bring emotional distance. Work a lot, study a lot. Yes, it's bring emotional distance too. If the people stop talking to the family, talk to the kid, stop talking to the wife, yes, don't take the family, the kids or wife to go out on the city, park each other, and talking about the things, talking about the feels. Yes, all these things can bring emotional distance together what said by colleagues. Understand, teacher?
Yeah, I totally agree with you that like sometimes people are paying more attention like on social media or on working hard, watching television, and like something that I hate is when I'm talking to someone and this person is using the cell phone. So I think this is something that causes like emotional distance. And what about you, Bruno?
Oh, yeah, I agree with you guys, you all. I believe that, to sum it all up, communication, empathy, and proud, sometimes it can be something that make you be distant, to others. For example, I think that Charles brought something related with social media, right? Sometimes you post something and the people think that you are posting it because of them, and sometimes it's something that not makes sense. It's not related with those people. It's just because you believe in something and you want to share your opinion, and people, uh, people sometimes get frustrated or they get offended because of this, you know. And of course, among friends, I believe that when something gets wrong, for example, and you said something that you would not to mention in that moment, maybe your friend get mad with you, and because of the proud that you have or your friend have, you and your friend start to be emotional distance, you know. You start to have this emotional distance, you know. And I believe that people need to talk more, you know, and have empathy with one another, because just in this way we can, you know, uh, make the connection again, you know, reconnect with the people that we need to talk, you know. Sometimes people don't, I believe that nowadays, I don't know if because it's because of the technology, you know, that we have nowadays, but people used to be away, you know, in certain distance, and they don't want to to talk anymore, because of the crowd, and because of the, I don't know, I think that everything is so easy today, you know. You can have the internet to help you to talk with someone. And I don't know, I think that the base of all this is communication, proud, and empathy, you know. We need to have this in order to make sure that our friendship will remain, you know. Yeah, it's good. That's
Yeah.
it.
Very good, very good. I totally agree. And maybe I would add like respect, as you said, like sometimes we don't want to talk about some topics and the person wants that we talk. So I think respect others' time, it's really important too. And I think we have time to answer one more question. So let's go to number 5 and start with you, Gabriel. Is emotional distance worse than physical distance? What do you think?
Good question. From my point of view, emotion distance is poor, but physical distance is bad as well. But to me, I think the technology, the social media, and this time help us, because you obviously you don't touch this person, the people, but you can call this person, whatever whatever you are, yeah, whatever you are, and you since you have a connection, obviously. And but I think you maybe you live abroad. Yeah, I don't know if I'm not mistaken, call homesick, saudade de casa, if I'm not mistaken. And this time you miss out your home, you miss out your people live around you, your friends, all like this. I don't know. And I think but I think it is uh, physical distance. You can, I don't know, I forgot the word, but you just only you call this person, call another friend. You can superar. I know say superar. You can superar this thing, but emotional, I think it's affecting inside you. To me, that's it. But when you live abroad, this it doesn't only person, but you miss out your place, your food, you miss out and a lot of things in our country. And I think that's it.
Yeah, very good. And you brought like good points to think about. And I totally agree. I think maybe emotional distance is the worst. And what about you, Charles?
Oh, for sure, it's worst in my point of view. Emotional distance it's worse because physical distance we keep our hope in one meeting or encontro. I don't know. I think it's meeting can be good.
Mhm.
And the emotional distance, it's a pain in our soul, I guess, in my point of view. I will cry. Ah. Hey Jeff, so it's interesting, but yeah, because we stay side by side with one people, oh close, not side by side, but close, and you cannot feel nothing. It's terrible. It's terrible, and I know it can happen. That's it, Jefferson. Your turn now. I would like to listen you.
Yeah, go ahead,
Oh,
Jefferson.
I'm lie down, Jeff. I'm lie down
No.
because I work at night. I'm working night shift these 3 days. I work in one company now, and I work in this way: three on and three off. I work 3 days, and I have 3 days off. And I 3 days it's at night shift, and 3 days it's
Day
day
off.
shift. Yeah. No. It's 3 days on, 3 day off. But in one shift it's day, another shift it's night. And I work in night shift, and now it's day, and I need to take a rest. But I'm a crazy guy. I'm working 2 jobs, and I work every day, and it's the same shift. And I work every day, 3 days in one company, 3 days in another company, and o pau quebra.
You're
Eu-
getting crazy. Come on,
I
guys.
work every day, 3 days in one company, 3 days in another company, and 3 days night and 3 days day, and that's it.
You live in
So I
Canada?
need to rest. It's because I'm close my camera, but yeah, only that.
Yeah, you close your camera because you can't show for us you crying. You are hard
it's
man.
it's true too. It's true.
I
That's
know,
it,
I
man.
know. But I think I feel the same as Charles. It's not so. You can imagine in my situation with two daughters that we live 20, 25, 26, or 20 years together. And then you see your daughters in other countries. It's not so easy. So I think emotional distance create a sense of loneliness, a sense of disconnection. It's not so easy. A sense of breakdown in your relationship over time. That's why I need to go every year to Canada to spend there. It's so physical distance for me. It's a big problem because I love to touch, I love to hug, and I love to see the guys near me. So I'm like Charles. I'm a Brazilian guy. What can I say? So for me, emotional distance is not so easy. It's not so easy. It's very, very difficult. And sometimes I used to cry. I know Charles can't cry, but I used to cry.
Yeah, I think it's too difficult, like physical distance too, because sometimes you just want to hug someone and it's not possible. And let's see about you, Carlos. What do you think is the worst?
Hi, teacher. The worst physical distance. Yes, physical distance is worse than, because when you are next to the person, you can better resolve the situation. When the people are distance, you you are you are seeking in the person, but it's not equal. People next to the you. For instance, now we are here and studying English, and you, what country do you live? Do you live out country, teacher? Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Brazil. I live here in São Paulo.
State, São Paulo.
Yeah.
So you are in São Paulo, I'm here, Palmas, Tocantins. But if we are together, it's a situation, it's better to study. So I think the physical distance is worse than emotional. Yeah, was physical, emotional distance. It's
Yeah. Very good, very good. And you, Bruno, what do you think is the worst for you?
The worst for me is the emotional distance, because physical distance you can, of course, with technology you can call to the other person, or people, and you can make a video conference, and you can talk with them. But emotional distance, it's hard because it's something that you are not seeing, you are feeling it, and sometimes it's hard to control your feelings, right? Even though you are an adult, sometimes it's really hard, as Mr. Jefferson said, and Charles as well. I am a father right now. My daughter is 9 years old, but one day if she goes away to another country, I'm gonna cry like a girl. So it's really, I believe that it's really hard. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think like when, I don't know, when we think about like emotional distance and physical distance together, maybe we will suffer more. Yeah.